You're a Letterboxd member?
I'm a Letterboxd member.
Really?
Yes.
How do you get to be that?
I'm a patron, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gosh, maybe
So,
I have to look that up. And
you may have to
become a
after
patron.
this. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We'd love to have you. I say
Thank
that as
you
if I'm
so
really
much.
part of the family, but...
Gosh.
What is the movie that made you cry the most? And is there a specific moment?
You know what? I can't remember crying in a... You know what? Okay, this is my answer, truly. When I started to work, when I was 17 years old, 1964, you've heard this ad nauseum now, in some ways I stopped seeing things as an audience member. I started watching what they were doing and going, oh my God, how'd they do that? How the heck did she do that? Oh, look at that. That was wonderful. And so you're not in it, you're analyzing it. And I think I find myself doing that, which disallows me becoming really emotionally involved.
It's almost like being a magician going to a magic show and you're like, not like questioning whether it's magic or not. You're
trying to analyze how it got done.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there must be some magicians who sit there and go, there's no way that wasn't just actually magic. Have you ever? No,
I had a conversation with Noah Wiley recently on something else, and I had seen all of the Pitt, and I did have to say to him, his performance in that, and that he's also directing and writing and producing, certainly the last season, was simply remarkable because he would go from laughing and being very stern and all of this, and it's almost continuous into highly emotional scenes where the hardest thing as an actor to do is to start out just talking and just completely well up and then begin to cry. It's incredibly difficult to do, and it costs you. It costs you. And so I talked to Noah about that. But I can't say that, even though I found it moving and brilliantly done, I can't say it moved me because I was constantly analyzing, wondering, how did he do that? So.
Yeah. No, I resonate with that. I think there's one moment in Hell or High Water where Jeff Bridges, he kind of finds resolve through violence and revenge. And there's a moment where he is getting off of this rock, and it's just a brief pause where his body actually registers what he just did. And then he keeps walking, but it's maybe a second and a half or two. And that where I'm like, it looks involuntary. That's the most.
And does that make you cry?
And it makes me weep.
Oh, wow.
And it's also about friendship. The friendship stuff
the
kills
friendship
me.
Stuff
it goes back to the friendship stuff.
Okay.
Another one, a movie called Out of the Furnace. And Christian Bale is on this pedestrian bridge and he's receiving a piece of news from his ex. Is one of those moments where you're like, you read in the script and it's been done 1,000 times and you're like, how do you reinvent a moment like this?
Yeah.
What he does is it's the involuntary stuff, the way I'm like, that looks like magic because there's no design that you can see behind it. There's no planning.
It just looks like he got smacked with something and reacted like a human being.
Yes, and that's
what's very hard.
It's very hard to do.
What's a film that Lewis starred in that really impressed you?
Oh gosh, you don't have to answer that.
Well, I'm a big fan.
Thanks.
But I can't say I've seen all. Recently I heard that you were in... You're in Top Gun.
There we go,
in Maverick.
Yeah.
Where?
I'm in there, in the mix of
I guess I didn't know it was you at the time. That's the thing. If I didn't know it's you at the time,
That's a good sign.
We just so blend in with, and I've probably seen you all over the place.
When did you get in? Oh, I've been here the whole time.
Peter, my son, he was one of the writers on it. He was the original writer on making Maverick, this father-son story. And then 100,000 writers came in after the way they do. But I'm sure you were wonderful in it.
Thank you, Sally. Thank you. Listen, you're Turner's Classics, as we talked about, fanatic.
Yeah, I am.
I don't think Top Gun is on that.
Not yet.
It's made it on there yet.
It will.
You'll catch it eventually.
I could tell. If you want to talk about Barbara Stanwyck movies.
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't lucky enough to star in any of those. What's a film that Sally stars in that is special to you? I've talked to you about this one, and do you know what I'm going to say?
You're going to say, Stay Hungry.
Stay Hungry to me is Jeff and Arnold. This also goes into, do you have a favorite unlikely on-screen duo? Stay Hungry, if you haven't seen it, is Sally and Jeff Bridges and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, his first film.
Yeah.
He was still a bodybuilder.
Yes. And you opposite him is something that it's almost like a crazy arranged marriage that you can never imagine seeing in real life.
Yes, and it was.
And it was amazing. I love that movie so much because
really?
I do, because it's just unfortunately the kind of movie that would never ever get made ever again.
No.
It is such a bizarre,
Most
beautiful.
of my career is.
I don't know about that. This
Never
one
get
is
made.
like an underbelly
Yeah.
of the fitness
It was
scene.
Rafelson, yeah.
Yeah,
At the time.
that just
5
is-
Easy Pieces, all of that.
Oh God,
Yeah.
that's one of my all-time
Yeah,
favorites.
that's Rafelson stuff, yeah. What is a film or series that's a comfort watch or one that you've seen over and over again?
Well, I find when I'm blue, if I'm gonna watch something, usually it's bloopers.
Bloopers?
Bloopers
Okay.
are awfully medicinal for me,
Mhm.
because
This is so generational. You
Really?
realize that?
well,
Only
bloopers-
because I'm going to say something and you go, oh yeah, we're talking, we're talking two very separate generations, yeah.
What is yours?
I think I would say anything Hitchcock.
That's comforting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Psycho's comforting for you.
No, not Psycho.
Birds is comforting for you.
Well, yeah, kind of. I like anything sort of torturous and mystery and thriller-esque, even
Yeah.
though most of Hitchcock's films were not necessarily thriller-esque.
Mhm.
But Rear Window is one of the great movies
Of all time.
of all
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
That's when you analyze how the heck did they think to do? I mean, this just takes place on this one set. I'm looking
Yeah.
out the window.
Was that Technicolor?
Yes.
Like, why aren't people bringing back Technicolor?
Technicolor?
It's so juicy and so good to look at.
I'm not sure. It must be cost related.
It has to
Wouldn't
be
you think?
money.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm thinking.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite unlikely on-screen duo? Okay, so I kind
just
of
said
answered
that.
that one, but I kind of double dipped a little bit.
Do I have one?
Yeah.
Unlikely duo? You and an octopus.
And you and an octopus.
Well, then there you go.
Well, you and me a little bit.
Yeah, well, we're pretty unlikely.
Yeah. I would say so.
Okay. What mystery film would you pair as a double feature with Remarkably Bright Creatures?
My octopus teacher would be great, but it's not really a mystery.
No.
But that would be a great double feature.
Rear Window.
Perfect. Yeah.
No, look. Let's see. North by Northwest.
Great. Would you consider this a mystery?
It's kind of it has some mysterious elements. It has some puzzle to it.
Yeah.
It's a story about friendship, really, and about healing and family. About
Yeah.
family, about home.
I'm jumping back in. I don't think it has to be a mystery genre film
Okay.
necessarily. I think it just means like
A film to go with
just
it.
a film. Go with
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Heidi, that would be a good one. to
Why,
go with.
why would those
I
pair
don't
together
know.
well, Sally?
I just the little goat girl.
Well, what's
Um,
another film with an animal at its center?
Black Beauty or Lassie.
Lassie,
There you
yes,
go.
Lassie would be great.
I don't think Lassie would get on with Marcellus, though. My feeling is that wouldn't be a
That
match
would not
made
be
in
a
heaven.
good pair, no.
No. Sounder.
What's Sounder?
Well, and there you have it.
Well, that's
There
all
you
she
go.
wrote.
There you go. It's okay. Sounder is really a lovely, lovely movie. And I think you know Sounder, do you not?
Dog.
Sounder is a dog. It's actually a young adult novel called Sounder about a black family in the Deep South. And during, what is the year it was supposed to take place? 30s.
Mm-hmm.
So tough goings.
And a dog is.
And a dog. Sounder's the dog.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
Sounder.
Yeah.